Today we're going to make a winter Christmassy door hanger on the infamous metal angel wings. I showed you these in some Happy Mail a week or two ago, and it's time to start designing with these. This is the silverish metal. It's basically the only color they have left. These come from craftoutlet.com. They've got a super cute hanger on the back, if you can see that, so it makes for easy hanging. And we are going to make our first pair of angel wings for the season today. Hi guys, it's Nikki here at Stillwater's Wreath Designs. If you love all things to do with step-by-step DIY wreath and door swag tutorials, be sure to like this video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got new tutorials uploading every single week. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and spin the camera around so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's much better. So let me tell you a little bit about these angel wings. They're a metal with this great hanger I showed you earlier. They've got a really nice weld all the way around. These wings are 18 inches tall and about 15 inches wide at the widest point. The first thing I'm going to do is just add a pipe cleaner to this hanger so that our customer can hang this. So I'm just going to take a standard 12-inch pipe cleaner, I'm going to fold that in half so that it's basically double the width and double the strength. We're going to run that through the hanger and then just cross it over onto itself into an X pattern and then wrap those ends around one another. So we've got a nice sturdy hook. And you guys, I like to use pipe cleaners because they're soft and they're not going to scratch our customers' doors. All right, let's flip that back over and we can start designing. So I've got a couple of glittery pine sprays that are on a pretty heavy-duty metal spine. And as you can see, they're basically flat, and I want to give those some life. So I'm just going to lift every other spray here just a little bit, just to give it some height and dimension, not too much. And the center part of our wings here will be our anchoring point, and so we'll lay that approximately there. Then I'm going to fluff every other pine or so on the second spray. And you don't want them too high, guys, just enough to give them some 3D effect. We're actually going to lay one on top of the other. We're going to be using a handful of 6-inch clear zip ties. Because this is such a heavy-duty metal, I want to make sure that that doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to cinch those together first with my zip tie, and then I'm going to trim that. Next, we're going to come in with some beautiful wintry frosted red berries. I'm going to trim off these stems here. Not really anything to fluff on these guys. So I'm just going to layer them up on one side. And again, guys, I'm going to be using several of the clear 6-inch zip ties because I just don't want those to slide around on our customer. So I'm going right above a berry set just to make sure that that doesn't come undone. I'm going to cinch those together as tight as I can get them. And then I'll trim off this excess bit. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Hey friends, you'll find a full materials and supplies list for you below in the description of this video if you'd like to recreate this. And remember, our floral picks here are on a wire stem, so once we get them in place, we can bend them and shape them. And we're going to do it one layer at a time just to make sure nothing goes anywhere. So first we need to secure our pine branches, just weaving that 6-inch clear zip tie right through that center point on our wings. And I'm coming kind of catty corner here. I'm going to cinch it down as tight as I can get it, just like that, and then we'll trim off that excess bit of pipe cleaner. This is really a quick process, guys. It's my very first time designing with them, and I feel like it's going to go really quickly. Then we're going to do the same thing with our first winterberry floral pick. Cinching that down as tight as I can get it. And then trimming off that excess bit of zip tie. And now we'll do our last section here. You guys, how stinking cute. If you have someone who's recently lost a loved one, this would be a really good holiday gift. Our florals are on a wire stem, so you can bend them as you wish. How stinking cute is that already? I'm going to actually add a little bitty dollop of glue, a couple of squirts here, right where the florals and the zip ties meet, just to give everything some good cohesion. And then we're going to scoot our angel wings off to the side while we make a nice bow. So I'm going to be using this 2.5-inch wired Cardinal ribbon. Look how stinking cute that is. Hopefully the camera's capturing that our cardinals are glittered, and there's a lot of glitter accents all throughout the ribbon. We're just going to make a quick hand bow. So I'm going to start out with some 18-inch tails. My left hand will be my holding hand, and my right hand my working hand. And I've given that ribbon a hard twist under my fingers. Because we always want that pretty side out. We're making 6-inch loops here. And I'm going to be making, probably 6 loops, and the first 2 loops were 6-inch loops. Now I'm on to 5-inch loops. Just going to marry those up together to ensure that they're basically the same size. Never looking for perfection, guys. No one's going to be measuring your loops and tails. I'm just making it smaller and smaller as we go here. Cutting off another 18-inch tail here. We'll use the solid red satin. I feel like this matches better, guys. We're just going to make a single center button loop. So that tail is just eyeballed at about, 16 to 18 inches. Just a single 2-inch loop there, and another long tail. We'll cut that off. We're going to put one more set of tails without any loops in the back of our wreath, just to give that red some pop. Now I'm taking a standard 12-inch pipe cleaner, just folding that into a loose V to identify that center point. We'll wrap this around our bow stack. And then on the back side, I'm going to give those pipe cleaners 4 or 5 super tight twists. Make sure our bow doesn't go anywhere. And now we need to fluff our bow out. They're never pretty at first, guys. It's just how it is. So I'm just pulling my tails down so that they're all going in the same direction, and I'm not worried about my loops right now. Just want to get those tails in the right direction. There we go. So this is what our bow stack looks like. We're going to come back into our wings, and with those pipe cleaner bits, we're going to come in right on top of our center, the center of our wings. We're going to hang on and flip this guy over. And then we're going to weave those pipe cleaners right through the center so that we can anchor our bow down. Just going to cinch that bow on tight. I'm going to start out by just giving that a couple of twists. Want to make sure our bow didn't shift. Good, and it didn't. So we'll come back to the back side. We're going to give that 3 or 4 more tight twists. And we're going to take your scissors or some small snips and trim off those ends. Then I'm just going to take my needle nose pliers and curl that little nub right under so it's nice and smooth and doesn't poke our customer's door. The last thing we need to do is fluff out our bow. So there's a million ways to fluff bows, guys. None of them are fun. You're just going to take your time here and basically just form those loops into an X pattern. and then across, and open those loops up. Give yourself some grace, guys. Bow fluffing just takes a minute. All right, guys, so let's curl our tails. This is just a cardboard insert out of a used roll of 10-inch deco mesh, and it's my favorite tool to curl ribbon. You're just going to start at the bottom of your tail and at the bottom of that cardboard insert, and just kind of like a curling iron, twist that ribbon right onto that cardboard insert, all the way to the center of your bow, and release. If it's a little too tight, you can just pull on that end to relax it. If it's not tight enough, you can recurl it as many times as you wish. And with satin ribbon, I like to roll those ends under a couple of times because they can sometimes fray, and we don't want that. Let's take a quick minute to finish curling all of our ribbon tails. And that is it, you guys. Oh my goodness, what a super cute set of angel wings. I'm going to show you a picture of what they look like hanging on my door, but I sure hope you enjoyed creating with me today, guys. Happy crafting.